What if the biggest enemy of justice isn't the criminal, but the system itself? Imagine solving a murder case, catching the real culprit, only to watch everything fall apart because of politics, power, and one fatal mistake. And then, after losing everything, you're given one last chance to redeem yourself. That's exactly what happens in Anweshippin Kandethum, one of the most gripping Malayalam crime thrillers of 2024, starring Tovino Thomas. This isn't just a murder mystery. It's a story about truth, failure, redemption, and the heavy price honest police officers sometimes pay. Let's dive in. Directed by Darwin Kuriakose and written by Genu V. Abraham, Anweshippin Kandethum follows Sub-Inspector Anand Narayanan Pillai, an honest cop determined to uncover the truth no matter the consequences. The film combines two murder investigations into one powerful narrative that keeps viewers invested from beginning to end. The film opens with Anand returning to duty after an unexpected suspension. We immediately sense that something terrible happened in the past, but before revealing the reason behind his suspension, the film takes us back in time. Anand, inspired by his retired police officer father Narayana Pillai, joins the force and is posted to the Kottayam police station. Soon, a young Christian girl named Lovely Mathan goes missing. As Anand investigates, he discovers a disturbing connection between Lovely and a nearby vicarage. The clues begin pointing toward influential people connected to the church. However, religious sensitivities and political pressure start interfering with the investigation. Anand is removed from the case. A corrupt officer, DYSP Alex, takes over and quickly frames a former criminal as the murderer. Case closed, or so everyone thinks. But Anand refuses to accept a convenient lie. Working secretly with trusted colleagues, forensic experts, and SP Rajagopal, he continues digging deeper. Eventually, he uncovers the real culprits behind Lovely's murder. Justice finally seems within reach, but tragedy strikes. While being transported to court, the accused escapes police custody and commits suicide by jumping in front of a train. The public outrage is immediate. Despite solving the case, Anand and his team are suspended for negligence. Their victory turns into humiliation. The story then returns to the present. Anand receives another opportunity. A cold murder case involving a young woman named Sridevi. Years have passed since her death. The investigation was mishandled from the beginning, and the villagers of Cheruvali still carry deep resentment toward the police. Nobody wants to cooperate. Nobody trusts the system anymore. Anand and his team face hostility at every turn. But one man stands out. Retired police constable Ravindran Nair. He appears helpful, knowledgeable, trustworthy. He guides Anand through the forgotten details of the old case. Piece by piece, Anand reconstructs the truth. And then comes the shocking revelation. The person who has been helping the investigation all along, it is actually the killer, Ravindran Nair. Before Anand can arrest him, Ravindran takes his own life. Once again, justice slips away at the final moment. The criminal is identified. The truth is exposed. But the law never gets its chance to fully punish him. What makes Anweshippin Kandethum stand out from typical crime thrillers is its realism. There are no superhuman cops, no exaggerated action scenes, no impossible deductions. Instead, the film focuses on patient investigation, forensic evidence, procedural work, and the emotional burden carried by honest officers. Tovino Thomas delivers one of his most mature performances as Anand. His portrayal of a determined yet vulnerable police officer gives the film its emotional core. The supporting cast, including Sadiq, Indrans, Shammi Thilakan, Baburaj, and Sadiq, adds authenticity and depth to every scene. Meanwhile, Santosh Narayanan's music enhances the tension without overwhelming the narrative. Anweshippin Kandethum is more than a murder mystery. It's a story about perseverance in a system filled with obstacles. A story where solving the crime isn't always enough, and where justice often comes at a painful cost. With strong performances, realistic investigations, excellent writing, and emotionally impactful storytelling, it's easy to understand why the film became both a critical and commercial success. If you're a fan of grounded crime thrillers that focus on substance over spectacle, this movie deserves a place on your watch list.